Dude, did you see the RNC conventions coming up?
Actually, I haven't been paying that much attention politically, to be honest.
So are you telling me you haven't seen the list of distinguished guests?
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. I have heard about some of that.
Do you know who they are?
Some crazy ones. I know Ken and Karen, the gun people.
That's very true. Their real name is Patricia and Mark McCloskey.
Ken and Karen?
Yep, that's one of them.
Stand by that.
That's hilarious, though, that they're going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Does it surprise you, though?
I actually didn't think that they were Trump supporters. I just thought they were racists. For some reason, I didn't picture them as Trump supporters. I just pictured
I don't know what to tell
them
you,
as
Jared.
racists.
Huh. Well,
just your average racist.
I guess good on you for that, for not pigeonholing all Trump supporters as racist. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Let's not go too far. So yeah, they're going to be presenting there.
I wonder what they're going to say.
The funny thing is, too, isn't the right all about gun safety and stuff?
And the woman was definitely a little trigger.
He was,
quick.
and people were saying that the other guy, Ken,
he wasn't holding the gun.
Was
properly.
holding his gun backwards, like if he was holding it for like a left-handed person, but he was. Like it was a right-handed gun or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a gun person either, but I also don't hold guns and wave them at people in the street. So I'm allowed to not know much about them.
Probably a good idea. Yeah,
I've earned my right.
Who else is going to be participating?
Well, not the opening guest, but the opening guest on the next day when they have guests, because obviously the first people to go are like Melania and Pence and Trump and whatnot.
Have you seen the memes about Melania copying Michelle Obama's speech?
No, but I can imagine them.
They're pretty funny.
She doesn't care.
Right.
Like she really doesn't care. Like I'm not saying she's trapped, because I hate it when people make it seem like she's some sort of victim. It's like, no, she said terrible things too, but like she just doesn't. But she's like, whenever I see her, I feel like she has like this look on her face, like, how did I end up here? It's like I was just happy being rich and no one knowing who I was,
and here we are. Yeah.
So the opening, the opening guest on the next day when they have like guest speakers is Abby Johnson. She's an avid anti-abortion activist, very religious lady. Then they have Ken and Karen. That's another one. Within there are some other people, like some senators and stuff. Terrible people as well, just less random.
Mitch McConnell.
Really?
I'm asking
No,
you.
I don't think I saw him on the list. And then there's one more. Do you know the other one that was sort of a distinguished guest where it's like, that's an interesting choice?
The pillow guy?
The pillow guy?
Yeah, the pillow guy. You don't know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't know who that is.
I don't even remember his name.
If you just typed in the pillow guy, would it come up?
It should.
Pillow guy? What is this even in reference to?
He's one of Trump's buddies.
And he's a pillow guy?
Yeah, he owned the My Pillow guy.
Oh, he owns My Pillows, and he's a big Trump fan?
The My Pillow guy.
Is that like some sort of kid's toy pillow thing?
No.
Yeah, My Pillow.
Yeah, My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell. Yeah, Mike Lindell. There you go. American inventor.
Oh yeah, he is a speaker. There you go.
Is he really? See?
Oh, are there more? I think there's more since I got this list.
Okay, let's hear him.
There's no way. I gotta check to see if this is real, because I can't believe.
Here,
this.
let me read it. Let's see.
The one that I was about to tell you was the MAGA hat kid in front of the.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, his name is Nick Sandman. The crazy thing is, how old is he? 15, 16? He's
probably.
A child.
Yeah, he's probably 16.
Listen, I'm not saying kids don't have anything to offer, but I feel like I'd be a little bummed out. It's like, really? I didn't pay for this little. Like, what did he do? Except just stood there.
Well, he did get slandered by the media.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair.
Because the media didn't really portray it fully.
And he got
how
paid,
it was.
too. Did you hear that?
He did get paid.
I mean, rightfully so, I guess, but I don't know.
But can you imagine that, though,
weird.
too? It is weird. I don't think it's
not like he has a political opinion that worth listening to, I feel like.
At 15, he's, a little young for that stuff.
He's like, I was in D.C. and they sell hats all over the place, so me and my stupid friends bought one.
Right.
And next thing we know, there's a guy in our face. And we were made to look like assholes.
Although,
we're only just kind of assholes, not as much as you guys made it seem like we were.
Yeah. I don't know, though, buddy. I mean, I don't know. That whole situation's a weird one.
There are more, by the way.
Right.
That is a
hear
weird
'em.
situation.
Yeah.
I know you don't just want to straight up call these children assholes.
Right.
Because they.
Well, no, but I think they were unfairly represented in the
I
media.
know. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And it definitely was spun that way. And he's still kind of made out to look like an asshole. I mean, he is, I guess, presenting at the MAGA convention, so there is that.
Who else is on the list, though? I'm
But,
curious.
oh, yeah.
The My Pillow guy is on there.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
surprised.
so funny, the list. MAGA hat kid, My Pillow guy. Oh, did you hear about, I wish I had her name, but did you hear about the doctor that they have? The one that...
Oh, the demon doctor, the demon sperm doctor.
Very good, Chad. That's that ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, the demon sperm doctor.
Yes, the demon sperm doctor is one of them. And, oh, man, the soundboard's frozen. And that's like a doctor that the Trump administration relies on, and she has a
For vital information.
religious, crazy... very good on the demon semen doctor. There we go, demon doctor. And she has a whole bunch of ridiculous, wacky religious views. Kid Rock, got to have a...
Of course.
Yeah, that's not surprising. He's like
Of course.
He's almost like a staple at this point.
I mean, yeah, where else do you go to get your current political information, Jared, than Kid Rock?
That's like when you're watching a talk show, and it's like, oh, good, it's Jay Leno has on Conan. It's going to be a good one. I don't know anything about late night, clearly, because I don't think that would ever happen. Scott Baio, who's that 80s sitcom actor, who's apparently a MAGA dude. I think he was at the last one, too.
He was.
And then they said racist gun couple, and obviously Donald Trump.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, man.
Is it going to be virtual or is it in person?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Let's hope
yeah.
it's virtual.
Yeah, the list is pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The list of speakers.
It's
Although I will say this, though,
seems
Jared.
like it's such an interesting way, and it's not surprising, I guess, at this point, but it's such an interesting way to try to get your point across or like convey the message you want to convey is by like convening, corralling this group of people. Now, go ahead. What were you about to say?
I will say, though, it keeps seeming more and more like the Democrats.
Keeps seeming, did you say?
It keeps seeming.
Keeps demon seeming?
That's right. No, it keeps seeming like
Okay.
the Democrats, though, they get all these opportunities and then they keep squandering them by choosing more centrist political people.
Well, see, now, I know. Now, to be fair, I want to see who the Democratic National Convention speakers are.
Go for it.
Because
you won't find the My Pillow guy.
well, probably not. He's chosen his side.
Right.
The Hispanic Caucus meeting, but these aren't like the speakers. Convention program, is that what I want?
Probably.
Senator Amy Klobuchar, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Governor Andrew Cuomo, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, shout out.
Big Gretch.
Representative Jim
On the lodge with it.
Representative Jim Clyburn, Convention Chairman Benny Thompson, Representative Gwen Moore, Senator Doug Jones, performance by Maggie Rogers. Do you know who that is?
I don't know who that is, no.
Performance by Leon Bridges. I've heard of him before.
Yep, I have as well.
Maggie, she's probably some singer or something. Yeah, she's a singer. She's just a singer. Performance by Billy Porter and Steven Stills. First of all, the performance level already, like the performers are already on a whole nother level. You get a MAGA hat kid and Ken and Karen.
Kid Rock,
right.
Don't be
maybe Scott
skipping on a kid.
will bring back some of his characters from the 80s.
Or they'll do some karaoke with Scott Baio.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders, Michelle Obama.
Yep, and Barack as well.
Okay, well, he's not on the list, but...
Well, that's because he's a special guest.
Oh, that was a surprise?
I'm not really sure. But he did give a speech. You saw a speech, didn't you?
I didn't see his speech. I did see that he gave a speech. I'm just telling you what they said.
I see. I saw some bits and pieces.
This is the Democratic Convention website themselves. Oh, I was only on one day. Damn.
Yeah, there's a couple
This thing
days.
was chock full of...
yeah, see, Barry should be on that day at the final as the final speaker.
So a whole bunch of other groups. Let me go to just a convention program. Yeah, more Chuck Schumer, John Kerry, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Bill Clinton. Okay. People are still excited to see him. That seems like a weird one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. This seems like a weird one to me.
I agree, but
like, who?
well, I guess because he was former president, that's why.
I mean, I get it's a big get still, but
Yeah.
it's just like, okay. Lisa Blunt, Rochester. I don't know who that is. John Legend performed
Nice.
after Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's like, hey, can I hop on for a
Right.
song?
Can I play some sax with you? Well, ordinary people with some sax.
No.
I think he'd say yes if he asked him to play.
He probably would, just because any smart business person whose job is being in the public eye, how many that would go crazy on the internet.
That's true.
If Bill Clinton hopped in for a sax solo on a John Legend song,
Ooh,
especially if he
that'd be
did one.
fire.
You said Ordinary People. That album, Get Lifted.
Ooh,
That was one of my favorite albums, but that was also an album all about him cheating on his
Was it really?
significant other and trying to get her back. So that actually seems like a perfect album for
Bill. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Just do a collab album. Do a remix of that whole album with Bill Clinton. Boom.
Oh my gosh. Chris Coons, 80 Barkin, and Jill Biden.
There you go.
So still, that was not Barry's day. Elizabeth Warren, Billie Eilish, damn. Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. Of course, they're going to do Hillary
Yep.
Clinton too. I
This
guess.
might have been the day
That makes
with
more
Barry.
sense though.
Yeah.
Tom Evers, governor. Michelle. Oh, jeez. Performance by Jennifer Hudson. Performance by Prince Royce. Is that a rapper? Kamala Harris and President Barack Obama.
See, there you go. Boom.
Yeah, and then there's another day, but we don't need to go through
Yeah.
all of it. Oh, that's crazy.
Very, very different conventions, I would say. Very different.
I guess so.
But very, very different voter base. And I'll be honest with you, Jared. I don't really know if I fit 100% into that Democrat Party mold anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever really. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
It just feels like I mean, I definitely feels like I'm always sort of just in it's always a very pragmatic choice. That's something I've heard said a lot, especially like when it comes down to like voting, where they people always say like the black voter or like most minority voters tend to be more pragmatic voters. So it's I feel like there's a lot of times, you know, Barack Obama might be different, but a lot of times there's not a lot of like love shown for a president either way. But it's just like, I mean, I'm gonna pick this guy because he's better than this guy. I feel like that's
Right.
what that's been at least most of that's been our
Politics
voting.
all of our lives
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
I mean, we had a bit of Barack Obama there. Like that was
Yeah.
But other
But he
than that-
wasn't perfect either.
right. That's true.
He did a lot of great things, but yeah, he wasn't
That's
perfect.
true. I mean, no one's perfect. It's a
No.
terrible job.
It
Chad.
really is.
It's a terrible
really
job. For no one.
I'm
should-
glad we are podcasters, Jared, and not presidents.
No one
that's
should
for sure.
want to do that. Like, I don't understand why anyone that wants to do that job there's something off.
Yeah.
To me,
You're on another level.
I already don't really trust you.
Really?
Like
Okay.
as a person, like to be able to want to have that position.
You've never met somebody though, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I could see them running for president."
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I like them.
Well, you don't have to like
Oh,
them.
sure. No, but I'm saying like. I don't think that's I feel like that's not a positive personality trait is to want to
want to be a president. That's
or
fair.
to I don't know, it's just it doesn't breed like a good person. One, just because of the things you have to see, I think, but then also it kind of turns you into a robot. I feel like a lot of times.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I don't know. It's just there's too much responsibility for one person. It's a ridiculous job,
it is. It really.
and they
really
get paid like no money in comparison to like you
Right.
could work at a corporate job for a couple of years and get paid better than
Well, Jared. Once again,
that.
it's not about the money.
That's true. It's about
It's
the power.
not about the money.
Which is even
Yeah.
scarier. I'd rather
Right.
it be about the money, kind of.
Do you
No,
though?
no,
Do you though? Do you
I
want
didn't
the
mean to say
person
that.
running your?
But I do wish there was some sort of way where they weren't so incentivized to take money. But I guess no matter how much they got paid, it wouldn't change their incentive to. Because
Right.
in a weird way, $400,000, or I guess after you add in like some sort of like, you know, they get some sort of like a stipend or something. So I think it ends up being like 500,000 or something. Like that's a lot of money, obviously.
Yep.
But that's not money that makes people rich, you know.
Right.
And
No.
and it's just so crazy that you could work at, as I said, like if you worked at a big corporation for 15 years, you could probably make that much money.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little longer to make more than that. I don't know. Maybe it depends. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like you have like just the potential to make money at just a normal job corporation is more than what the president makes. And I know there's a point about it not being about money, but I feel like I don't know. I just wish there was a way that we could sort of disincentivize, de-incentivize, them needing to get so much money from other companies and sources that sways their interest. But
that's fair.
I don't think there's any amount of money that you could pay them where they would not want more.
Right. Well, yeah, I think any
part of the
position
problem.
like that, that's just kind of how it works, unfortunately.
Yeah, dude.
Just how the cookie crumbles, as they say.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You know why I would never want to be president, Jared?
Why's that?
No me time.
That's true.
No me time at all,
very
dude.
True. That's the ultimate no me time job.
No privacy, as our British brothers and sisters would be saying.
Yeah. Like, I wonder, can you even, like, I don't know, wake up in the middle of the night and just start cooking without, like, some Secret Service guy coming out of nowhere, like, is everything okay?
Probably not.
It's like, I'm making a grilled cheese.
Well, first of all, you probably press a button and then they just bring you the grilled cheese.
Yep. They just have a slot in the,
just
slot
grilled
in the
cheese
door.
on deck.
Yeah, but you don't want to live like that. I think that gets old. People are like, I want to make my own grilled cheese. I'm an adult, you know?
Mm.
I feel like there is some of that in just human nature.
Unless they make some bomb grilled cheeses.
I like it when
have a grilled cheese
when one specific person makes it.
That's right. It's got to be clean, cut.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, then that's an honor, right? The president loved my grilled cheese.
Exactly. I mean, there were
the presidential grilled cheese.
Yeah, there were. I mean, that's how a lot of like really famous dessert dishes became popular in Europe.
I imagine there's a little flag in the top with an American flag, like a toothpick.
Probably, for sure. The grilled cheese.
Wait, say that again. What's this about food in Europe?
There's like Kaiserschmarrn is a really popular Austrian dessert.
Yeah.
They call it Kaiserschmarrn because it was a dish that one chef always made for
one of the
Kaisers. Yeah.
And so that's it kind of just became popular became known as like a fancy sort of dessert.
Yeah.
Because it just happened to be something that he liked.
Yeah, and he ate it all the time.
I mean, that's not much more different than today, like with certain things where it's like, oh, if we put this in Kim Kardashian's hands, everyone will want it.
Right. That's true. It's crazy how that works, man. You know what they call that?
Capitalism.
And social proofing.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
you have all the academic terms.
Social proofing, my man. It just means that society in some way or an online community in some way can validate you. Like you have 100,000 subscribers or more. You know, you get that little verification check.
So is this a new word? Is this sort of like within the
concept
millennium
of social,
or whatever?
Well, I think the concept of social proof has been around for a long time. I think it's been around.
There's always been the need for public validation.
Right. But nowadays, yeah, with social media, it's
so
definitely
accessible.
different. Yeah,
validation is so accessible for the common person. It's not you don't have to be some sort of celebrity to have followers.
Well, I mean, there's some people out there who have millions of followers.
Yeah,
and I would say other than just taking pictures of themselves because they're very attractive, there's really no other reason why they have that many followers.
How do you feel like how do you feel about the kids that have like the popular social media accounts, like the little girl that raps or something, or like some like I
don't know how that works.
That makes me nervous sometimes.
There's there's one that I follow. I forget her name now, but she's like 9 or 10 years old.
You should stop following children on Instagram. But okay,
thanks for putting it out there like that.
I don't mean to make it weird, but
no, let me finish.
What does the child do?
Guitar.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Oh, is she like an Asian girl?
You've seen videos of her.
Yeah, she shreds.
Thanks for saying that on the air, bro. You better edit that shit out.
I didn't mean to make it as weird as you made it.
It just came off real weird.
I just find it. I meant it more like it's weird to be. Not weird to be entertained by children.
That's true. It is a little bit, though.
Okay, because that is what I meant to say.
It is.
Like, it feels kind of weird.
But that's social
to be
media,
entertained
I guess,
by children
in a way.
I guess so. But like, I just wouldn't watch. I mean, it's a car. Like, I watch car stuff, so I guess they have to be at least old enough to have a license. But I still probably wouldn't watch like a 16-year-old review a car. It's like I don't know, this person.
Right. That'd be a little weird. I think music is different though. You have like these Wonder Kids.
Yeah, it's easier to be good. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I don't know if it's easier to be good, but
no, I'm saying it's easier to be good at a young age at music than it is at driving a car.
Well, yeah, you can't. Yeah, unless you drive a little motorbikes or
Yeah,
like
go-karts
smaller
or stuff. Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that's not the same though. You're trying to get that Formula One. That's for sure. But yeah, dude, I can't imagine though, being a president with all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently our current president does take plenty of me time. Seems like.
Yeah.
But it's still, I would say that's not. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for this person's life, but to me, I don't think that would be me time. Still.
What would? Yeah.
Because still, you're surrounded by people. Oftentimes, other people are coming along with you. You know.
So
Brett
me
Favre
time. Me
and
time
such.
for you means like you are by yourself.
I would say ideally by myself, but it could also be like with a significant other, maybe doing
Okay.
like an activity with a couple, like doing. I think me time can't maybe not just a significant other, but doing an activity with someone like close to you, maybe. So like maybe if I enjoy coming over here and recording this podcast and just chit chatting with you for hours in between, it's like it's. I think that's that could count as me time, especially if me time, especially here in the U.S., I think has this sort of vacation aspect to it, where it's like I feel like we get it in small spurts.
That's fair.
At least work-wise, if you're in the corporate area, and so the me time to me doesn't necessarily have to be alone, but just like away from work. Whatever that might be, doing it is what I would like to do that would make me happy. So maybe that's not being alone, even though that is a lot of time for me. It's not for a lot of people, you know.
That's fair. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
For me,
Wow.
I think me time is, it's just like you said. Actually, just doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, you're doing whatever. It could be anything from. I think for a lot of people, when they hear me time, they think relaxing. Or doing nothing.
I don't think I know how to relax. Like I feel like I never really am relaxed. It has I feel like relaxing is not really to me connected to like sitting around doing nothing. Oh, you know what I think actually helps? What I think I need for relaxing? I think I need some sort of exercise to really enjoy relaxing.
That's fair. You
But
feel
just-
like you earned it more.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I actually feel like there's a reason for me to like want to stretch out. I don't know. Sometimes it's just because like, yeah, I'm not saying I'm not lazy and I don't stretch out on the sofa and stuff, but it doesn't feel like relaxing unless, there's some
Do
sort of,
naps count as relaxing?
if you don't usually take a nap, yeah, but if you always take naps, then maybe
Okay.
not. Well,
I mean, I
I guess
don't
can you like
always.
relax in like a spurt, so like
I feel like you can relax
especially
in, like,
now
for,
with all
like,
this
an
work
hour.
from home, you could do like a
Right.
30, 45-minute nap.
Right.
See, I don't do those though because I'm not a napper, but I can nap. And for me to have a good nap, it's going to be at least like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Really? Okay.
And so like
you
I can't
those long
I can't
naps.
do just like a 20, 30-minute hot nap. I can't do that.
I would do those long naps in China.
Yeah, but can you fall asleep for 30 minutes? We're like I'm just going to take a quick nap before I go to class or whatever.
See, that's the problem. Is for me, I have to I try to, if I'm going to fall asleep for half an hour, I set my alarm for an hour beforehand because I know it's going to take me a while to fall asleep.
They say the optimal time for a nap is like 30 minutes or 20 minutes, right?
But I don't fall asleep instantly, especially for a nap
Sure,
unless
of
I'm
course.
really tired.
How do you take note of when you do fall asleep? When's your average
I
fall
don't.
asleep
I just
time?
kind of guess. I just kind of say I hope to be back up and doing stuff at 3 o'clock.
Sure.
So I just set my alarm for 3 o'clock and hope I fall asleep, and it's half an hour.
Right, that makes
you know.
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
I wish there was a way though that you could with you'd think nowadays with a smartwatch you could set it so it's like set my alarm for 30 minutes after I fall asleep. But
you could probably do that. Do you have a smartwatch?
I don't. No.
Okay, that seems like something you should be able to do.
Maybe. It'd be interesting though, so when does it when are you actually asleep? How does it measure that?
Yeah, but there are already smartwatches that can measure your sleep rhythm.
Right.
So they can clearly have some sort of way to measure it. And I mean, whether it's accurate or not, I have no idea.
Right.
Sometimes I wonder that too. How does it actually know I'm asleep? Maybe I'm just super still.
Right.
It's like, well, that's
Right.
the trick. It's not just about being super still.
Right.
I don't know.
Although, have you ever had nights where you?
But it could estimate it. It doesn't
Right.
have to be exactly correct.
Well, I think most stuff on our smartphones is probably not exact.
Sure, of course. Yes.
Have you ever had those nights though where you can't sleep and you stay up for most of the night for whatever reason, but you stay in bed, and maybe you sleep for an hour or two, and you wake up the next morning and you actually feel energized? Does that ever happen to you?
No, but sometimes I do. I guess kind of, but I don't do it that way. I'm pretty good at falling asleep, but usually staying asleep is where I could struggle. So sometimes
okay.
I'll wake up at like I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning and not be able to fall back
Oh,
asleep.
that's the worst.
But I fell asleep fine.
Mhm.
But at 2 or 3 and I'm struggling, and usually I listen to a podcast in bed for like 2 hours, and then I can fall asleep at like 4 or 5 and fall asleep for like an hour, and then I usually do fine the next day.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird how that works though.
They also say, don't they also say the best way to sleep is in 4-hour blocks?
That's what. Yeah. Some people.
That's
say.
like if you're trying to live your optimal life.
Right.
Is that doable?
I don't know. I like sleep too much. I don't know if I could do 4 hours.
Well, what are you
up
talking
4
about?
hours.
You're sleeping the same amount in a day,
But
it's just broken up into
right,
chunks.
But I don't know how that would work.
What do you mean? Get
What?
up.
Right, but I'm just saying. I feel like it'd be really difficult
No, of course I know.
because you have to sleep then 3 times.
I think
in a day, right?
it's just an adjustment. I feel like it would be easy to get used to if you give it like a week.
Or no, 2 times in a day. So you'd sleep 4 hours at night. So you'd sleep midnight to 4 a.m. Wake up, do
and then
stuff,
maybe
and then take another 4
12 to 2 or something.
Okay,
That'd
that's
be
only
nice.
2. But
Oh,
then you have
what
to
am I-
take.
yeah, I'm an
we
idiot.
need 4 hours. If we're do you do
11 to
2
3.
Okay,
That's weird. No.
but see, that's the thing.
Yeah. What time? When would
You're
it
awake.
be?
You're awake at 4 a.m. until whatever. Why don't you do 4 hours? So you do 4 hours. So midnight to 4. Okay,
Yeah, I like that. I do like that.
You wake up
I
at
could do
4. You do 4, 5, 6, 7. At 8, you go to sleep. 8, 9, 10.
to noon.
Maybe
8
to
to
10.
noon. That's a big gap. All right. Now I feel like we should break it down
Yeah.
into 2 hours.
Yeah. See, I don't think it.
All right. You're starting to make a good point here. I
Right.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But it would be interesting to be like I've been waking up actually at 6 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. The last couple weeks just because I've been busy with work, and there's a different kind of vibe when you get up that early.
What do you mean?
Like just when you wake up and like it's still dark, especially like you get up at 4 a.m.
Gosh, you talk like someone that clearly has not had to go to an office.
Nope. Beauty of being a teacher, Jared.
I mean, now I'd wake up later than you do, but I was like, yeah, this is like normal for anyone that just shows up at an office
Yeah.
every day. Yeah, it's very calm. I like it too, especially because like I'm the only one awake at that hour, and it is a very calm time. I like
Right.
it.
Should we get into real quick a couple shout outs? Because I forgot to mention a couple of these.
Sure.
I do.
Please.
This one's kind of a crazy one. I'll let you see this. Airbnb bans all house parties worldwide.
How can they do that?
Have you heard about this? That is my question. So Airbnb has banned. This is according to
Well, I guess
BBC.
they can ban like people using it for an event. like,
Right.
if you were
Airbnb
just
has
getting it
banned
for a
house
wedding or
parties
something,
as a
but-
part of efforts to comply with limits on gatherings in the wake of the pandemic. Occupancy will be limited to 16 people, with a few exceptions for some venues. Lockdown parties hosting Airbnb properties led the UK's
16 people. That's a party to me.
That is a party.
I don't want more than 16 people at my
Yep,
parties.
That's a party. The firm says it will pursue
I
legal
don't think
action.
I have 16 friends. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, you could get 16 people in a room. and
Probably.
have a party.
Hey, bring your friends.
Exactly. The firm says it will pursue legal action if guests or hosts break the rules. Insulting a global ban on parties and events is the best interest
Legal
of public
actions.
health. Yeah, so there you go. So people, if you're renting an Airbnb, don't be having any parties,
Airbnb's really going through it right now.
right?
They were, they're a couple months ago, they were asking people for donations.
Yeah.
Hey, if you just feel like giving money for no reason to some
Right.
people, just because they're
I
not having.
don't get why they didn't try to be like, how about if you give us a donation and we'll give you like give you something in the future when
Well,
it's safe
see,
to
but
travel
whatever
again.
you're saying is going to cost money. They just want free money.
Right. That's true.
I feel like
It's going to be difficult to enforce, I think.
maybe I was about to say
To
maybe
some-
this
to
is just
some
because
regard.
I'm a slimy person, but I feel like
I don't think you're a slimy
I
person.
feel like a
Jared.
lot of there's no reason for, I mean, besides for the chance of getting caught, and
Right.
and the quote unquote legal action. There's not really any reason for like I feel like there's so much deniability for
liability.
there's a lot of liability, but I feel like there's also deniability for like the landlords, where it's like, listen, I thought there were gonna be they told me there were gonna be 10 people there, and next thing I know, I show up and
It's a
there's
house party.
and there's a house party.
You
I
saw that
didn't
video
expect that.
online, right? Of that guy opening up the door, and it was a huge party.
At his own house?
At his rental property, yeah.
No, that's
That would be the most awkward thing ever.
What would you do? Can you do? What did he do? Did you see the video?
I don't know. It stopped after he opened the door. They were bantering back and forth, and the video stopped.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm not sure. But I mean, I guess you have to call the cops, and that. You know, I mean, what else are you going to do? Hate to be that guy, Jared, but
you could end it. You could. I mean, but
if you have 40 or 50 people, and you're really going to be able to tell all those people to leave.
I feel like what I would like to say is I would just leave, let them finish the party, and get paid the insurance money later. I don't know.
Okay,
but I don't think I'm that calm.
Yeah,
I think that's an ideal circumstance.
Right. I have no idea. But yeah, but this is really interesting. You know that Airbnb is doing this, but I think
I mean they kind of have to.
Right. Right. I think in the short term, it's definitely going to be a good thing. Hopefully, we can all just.
I think it's cute. Like they kind of gotta say it, but like I'll believe it when I see it.
Shit's gonna still go down though, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, I got one last shout out, and this is kind of a crazy story, Jared.
Don't mind me.
Yep, I'll tell the story while you're doing that. There's this big cover song. Maybe you know of it, Jared. The song is called 99 Bottles of Beer. It's a very popular kind of silly song you can sing on a road trip or something. But there are a long list of some heavy metal superstars who are all going to sing a line on this song, and they are donating all the money for charity. So big name groups like Slayer, for all of our metalhead listeners out there, Slayer.
Now, I love that they're doing something for charity, but that kind of sounds like one of those. It kind of sounds like the Gal Gadot video, but at least they're raising money and not just.
But these are actually talented musicians, not actors and actresses trying to sing a cappella. I think there's a difference.
That's true.
Like
That's
this
true.
is going to be
their talents.
Right. Like I'm just going to name off a couple just for
rude.
Just to give you some idea, Jared, because some of these groups you might even know.
Big shots.
So the first one they mention is Phil Anselmo, who's the singer for Pantera.
I've heard of him.
Yep. Then you have, let's see here.
Now, would you call that hair metal, Pantera?
No.
Jeez, I just guess everything is hair metal, and I always get it wrong.
Then you have the singer from Mastodon, Bill Kelleher. You've probably heard. I've definitely played some Mastodon at some point while you were over here. You've probably heard it. Slayer, Gary Holt. I mean, Slayer's a big one. There's tons and tons of bands. I mean, this list, obviously, there's 99.
Jeez, that's a long list.
Yeah, there's 99
right,
of them.
Of course.
So I think this is an awesome idea. It's really, really kind of cool and funny, but also for a great cause. So big shout out to all of these, not only the musicians who are helping with this charity, but all the people that made this happen. I think this is just awesome.
Do you follow
really cool.
like Metal Weekly or something?
I don't, but I mean, I like metal music, and I probably have
I was
my
just wondering
what
this publication was. I didn't know if this was a place you frequented.
No, I found it on my usual shout out spot.
I like that, and it's always fun to. I mean, if you're gonna just essentially just be giving money, it's like, well, let's at least make it fun,
Right, for sure. Yeah, I think making some music for a good cause is always a great thing.
I guess I technically have a shout out too.
Let's hear it.
I want to shout out to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion because the song WAP has reached #1 on the Billboard charts. And I just think it's hilarious because of how angry the song makes people. and I honestly, the first person I thought about was our friend Ben Shapiro, but I just thought that was cool. And I love and I think it just kind of shows like it's like I don't know what you guys are talking about because it seems like people are enjoying this song for all the people that are pearl clutching.
There's always haters, man. Always going to be haters. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the song myself, but that's not really my style of music that I tend to listen to. Anyways.
That's not the point, Chad. I'm not saying I'm putting it on every day. And
you're not?
No, I'm sorry.
I heard you blaring it in your car on the way here.
Yeah, you might be getting a call from your neighbors.
But yours was the Ben Shapiro version. There are horns in this house.
Oh, that would be so funny. I could probably jam out to that.
You could find it. It's on the internet.
Certified freak. 7 days a week.
7 days a week. Oh, man. Good stuff. Let's do it. I'm going to start us off here. I'm going to scoot this. Don't want Jared peeping.
Bro, you got like 14 different fonts going
I do.
on there.
It's called
You have
copy
no sort
paste,
of-
Jared. You heard of it?
Yeah, I copy and
heard?
paste, and then I have a
You
format that I
reformat it.
stick
I know
to.
you
Yeah.
do.
I like order and structure in my life.
I was a little rushed this morning. Woke up a little later than I intended. Anyways, my first one for you is Norwegian, and it is "Det helt Texas."
Something about Texas.
That's completely Texas.
That's like preposterous.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
give yourself a full ham horn on that one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind of
full
like
Texas.
that SpongeBob episode.
Not really, but I love the connection to
Right.
any connection to SpongeBob.
Is a good one, right?
Well, how is it like the because
Means that's crazy.
that's true. I guess that's true.
Mhm.
That is kind of like the SpongeBob. Oh, for some reason, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. That is like the SpongeBob episode. That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah. My first one is Greenlandic, and it's Jularak. Jularak. I don't know how do you pronounce.
Who did you do? What is it?
Juuliraq.
Ooh, no idea.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It means Christmas Eve.
Christmas.
It has nothing to do with Christmas,
Right.
other
I
than
fi-
the fact
I
that
figured
it's
it
an
didn't.
exciting time. Also, I'll give
So
you
is
that.
it like a night when you're so excited you just can't go to sleep? Pulling all nighter.
What's an adult form of Christmas?
I don't know. A bonus, a raise.
You're
A
very
promotion?
close. I'm gonna give you a half ham horn. On
Okay.
that, actually.
Distance ham
A
horn?
distant ham horn.
Okay.
It's payday.
Okay.
Christmas
yeah.
Eve means payday.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that one actually.
It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I'd say payday is a little better than Christmas. A little
Yeah.
more satisfying. One that happens more often, thankfully.
Yep. I would hope so. If you only got paid once a year, can
And
you
two,
imagine?
It allows me to get my own gifts and not have to, go through the process of returning things.
Fine, Jared. I'm not going to get you any more gifts.
I actually consider it's so funny that you say that because I wear a clothing item of yours at least 3 times a week. So, go ahead, please. Another untranslatable. For
I'll
us.
give you one. This one is also Norwegian. Svelge non kamaler, which means to.
That was pretty good. I mean, it probably wasn't, but it seemed like it was pretty good.
It's all about that confidence, Jared. You just gotta say it like you know how to say it. I have no idea how to actually pronounce this. To swallow some camels.
Is that like to it's like swallow some camels. It's like you gotta you need some you need like some courage to get to
Nope.
to grow up hair.
I could see why you would think that, but no.
Swallow some camels. Is
yeah.
that like to swallow your tongue? Like if
Nope.
if you're not saying
Nope.
something that you want to say,
Swallowing camels would be like for
chugging down water.
For this podcast. I want us to start recording with like a lapel mic, and I want us to wear a tuxedo. And you're like, no, this is comfortable. And I'm like, no, I really want to wear a tuxedo with a lapel mic and have a fancy jazz band in the background of our podcast.
That'd be actually kind of cool.
And Jared's like, no, we're doing this outside. I like hearing the birds and being terrified of the wasps flying around.
And hornets.
And I say, no, we're doing it with the lapel. And you're like, fine. We'll just get the tuxes and wear the lapel mics.
It's just like you just give in to.
There we go. Hit that ham horn. To give in.
You give in to like whatever someone else wants. You're like,
Yep.
fine, whatever.
Yep. To give in or choose to ignore something to keep the peace. To
Yeah,
swallow
oh,
some
yeah.
camels.
Yeah. Okay. I know I
It's
don't
a good one.
understand the connection, but I sort of understand the connection between swallowing and just like giving in. Swallow your pride, for example. All right, I'll do one more. This is French Canadian, and it's attache tatuk. Hold on to your toque.
And that's a hat, isn't it?
Wow, very good. I did not know that until I
I know a little bit of
Looked it up.
Canadian, eh? A little bit.
your toque.
Your toque.
Yeah.
What is it now? Grab your.
Hold on to your toque.
Is it just like get ready? Hold on to your
yeah,
toque.
it is. Yeah.
Is it? I like that one. Hold on to your toque. This is gonna be a
Yeah.
wild ride. Ya hooser.
I was wondering what would we hold on to in Michigan? Hold on to your Verners or something?
Hold on to your Verners, your Fago. Your U of M football team that can't win Big Ten. Oh wait, sorry.
Why would you go to that team instead of just the team that can? Well, okay. It's just interesting that you go to the team that lost, but it's like, well, did your team win though?
No.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
You know,
That's
if
why.
we're both losers,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, you want
There's always something.
right for sure. It's a Michigan thing. That's why I said it, because it's a big Michigan thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
But,
I was actually wearing and I'm sorry, I guess. I can't find actually
you don't gotta be
the
sorry.
Michigan State shirt for some reason.
Uh-oh.
It's somewhere in my house, though. I was wearing the U of M one, and someone was like, "Go blue." And I was like, and I literally had to do one of those where I was like, "Oh, I'm wearing them." I was
Right.
like, "Yeah, go blue," and because it's not worth it for me. Like, I don't
Right.
care. I'm just wearing the shirt.
Right, right. It's a comfy shirt. I got one more untranslatable for you today, Jared. And this one is Arabic, and it is, I believe this is Egyptian Arabic. Di harakat noskom. These are short-sleeved movements. Short-sleeve movements,
It's
Jared.
like so untrustworthy. You don't trust.
Yeah,
this person.
very good.
Shady.
Shady.
Yeah.
Did you read it? Did you see it?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I did not. No.
You're just a
no.
professional here, Jared. That's all it is.
It's kind of like the same. Like you can't really trust someone who wears shorts too. It's the same thing, you know.
Well, I'm glad I'm not wearing
It's
shorts
like, listen,
today,
you're not gonna take financial advice from someone in shorts.
What if they have a suit on the top and then shorts on the bottom?
Well, then ideally you don't see the shorts. Then maybe I'd consider it if I don't see it.
What if they're
But then that's
jorts
impressive.
on the bottom?
Jorts?
Mm-hmm.
Then you should just call the police.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Or give that man a raise, one or the other.
Wow, those look like a comfortable pair of shorts. Well, sir, these are jorts. Pardon me.
Yep, that's right. So let's talk about me time, though, Jared. How you kind of briefly touched on how you spend your me time, which would be like doing sports. I would agree. I like to can smell that gasoline,
Yeah,
getting
this is
the
fun.
lawnmower
I like
ready.
to get a slight buzz off of something.
Ooh,
is
no
that what it
kidding.
is?
Probably.
Okay. I saw your mom
I
was
would
like
imagine.
painting some like stuff.
Oh, are they
onto that.
painting? Maybe they're spray painting stuff. That's what
I
that
don't know.
smell could be. Anyways,
It's good.
anyways, what were we talking about?
We were talking about me time. What
Me
that
time.
means to
Right. Yeah.
me.
So exercise and sports. I would agree. Every
Did
morning.
I say that?
Earlier? Yeah. When
Oh,
we were
I did
talking
say
about
that
it.
earlier.
Yeah.
I was like-
How you like to relax. I would say that's how I like to have like my mornings now when I get up. I like to go work
See,
out.
I like to do it early afternoon because
Okay.
then I feel like, for some reason, I feel like it allows me to like earn like an afternoon beer or something, you know, or like. And then it's nice to come home and then like sit outside on the deck for like 30 minutes, you know, just doing nothing.
Just chilling.
But I feel like I earned it because it's like my legs are sore. I can't move.
That's fair. I just like to do it in the morning.
The morning seems better for your overall like day though.
Yeah, I like the way
It's a good
it
way to start
starts.
the day.
Yeah, exactly. But it also is kind of. I mean, I work out with my dad right now, but you know, at some point, you know, once I get those dollar bills saved up a little bit more, Jared, and I get my own place, I've been thinking about hopefully having a home gym. So,
Oh wow.
you know, very basic stuff, but you can do a lot.
Okay,
with a
when
couple
you said that, I was
things.
like, I was not expecting that.
Right.
I thought you were gonna say get a gym membership or something.
No, home gym.
Yeah, that's. I guess it's. I guess you could do it for not cheap, but it doesn't have to be like ridiculous.
I think you could do it for about $1,000 and almost everything you need.
I think that's a fair investment. It seems like,
Yeah, I would say so.
especially since weights don't really go bad.
Right, exactly. And a good power rack ought to last you. You can give it to your grandkids probably.
You're gonna be. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be excited to get that.
That's right.
Inheritance.
Oh yeah, of course. Bunch of gym equipment for sure.
No money, but
Right. That's right. Who
here
needs
are
money?
dumbbells from 2012.
That's right. That's right. Hey, they might not be rich, but they'll be in good shape.
I don't know why I said 2012. I should have just said 2020.
I don't know either. Hey. But maybe I bought some used stuff because it's cheaper, Jared. You know, trying to be thrifty.
Very true. My
Trying to be
computer's from
thrifty.
2012, and somehow it hasn't blown up yet.
Not yet.
Although
It's
it's
been
very
going
hot
strong.
right now.
But yeah, I think exercising though is a great way to spend me time. I think the key with me time, like you said, is getting some time away from work, decompress, recharge your batteries a little bit too, and that can also mean having a good workout. You know, if I have a good workout, usually I feel more energized than I do tired.
More when you have a good, more energized. Oh yeah.
After the workout, you know,
Yeah. Well, see, that's kind of why I like it. I guess I get that.
in the afternoon. That's
Yeah,
why you
because
like
I
it?
feel like it's a great way to go into the evening. Because I don't know. I like it because I kind of like falling asleep a little sore. I don't know. But
I mean, I definitely am still falling asleep sore.
that's true. That's true. I mean, that's true. You're working out. If you're working on a regular basis, that's probably going to be happening.
But actually, the soreness has started to subside a little bit. I've noticed
Oh, that's
this is
good.
about a month in of 5 days a week.
It hasn't for me.
And okay, You'll get there.
But also, once again, I think I need some new, some
Some
cleats.
cleats.
Yeah, I need to up.
We'll have to talk about cleats
upgrade my
after this
kit.
episode.
Yeah, we might need to do some quick googling.
Because you could probably find a good pair now because it's out of season from last season for really cheap.
Yeah.
I betcha.
Sure. Yeah.
We gotta kick a soccer ball around a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take advantage of that while we can.
For me, when it comes to me time, alone time is key. Now, for a lot of people, it is being with a significant.
Can I ask you though, being with a significant other, as you were about to say?
No, when I say alone, I mean alone.
Right.
Alone.
But so that's my question though: is what is it like? Living with your significant other. Is it difficult to do you just say like I need some me time, or are you both kind of just on the same wavelength where you're like maybe she also appreciates me time?
Well, she's a me time person. Honestly, we need to, if anything, we need to get better at scheduling time to hang out than time not to.
So some we time is what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's not what this is about.
Right.
But like
that's another episode in the books.
But like it helps that I live here and I have access to a good amount of space for two people, so we can have like our own sort of space in a home.
Right.
And so
you got your little office.
And I'm a very yes, I do. And I'm a very like headphone obsessed kind of person. So I'm always kind of in my own little zone unless I sort of actively make a point not to be, which is I'm not saying is healthy. But that's how I live my life. I'm just telling you what's real here.
Hey, we appreciate the honesty.
Don't judge me, okay? Actually, I don't care. But
no judgment here, buddy.
But yeah, so I think that we're almost a little too good at the me time.
Okay.
But I would say that's key for me on almost like a maybe not a daily basis.
Can I guess a couple me times for you?
Sure.
And then let's see.
Some activities that I would go to. Some go-to me time activities.
Yeah. Obviously,
like
the real easy ones are mountain biking and soccer.
Sure.
And those are the easy ones. I would say.
By the way, I've just been biking around neighborhoods for the past couple months,
biking,
but in
mountain
general,
biking.
I do like to mountain bike.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Some other me time for you. I would say probably taking a walk. As well sometimes. Or do you find you're doing that less now that you're doing other physical stuff?
I'm doing that less now that I'm biking. Like now it almost feels like I could cover the same amount of distance. I feel like I can do more on a bike for like you don't have anything to be concerned about, but there's a spider walking above us, but it's walking along something from there to there.
Yeah, I see it.
I shouldn't have pointed it out. My bad. It's not
We're good.
It's
just
not
gonna walk up
bothering
there.
us. But I usually but now just bike. It's so weird. Like walking seems so slow, almost. It's like I could do the same
thing. Used to
thing,
biking,
and it almost feels like I can get more of a burn in and not like kill myself and just bike. And I've seen the same. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so sorry. I've seen same parts of my neighborhood over and over again. So it's nice to be able to.
I'm gonna scoot a little bit because I'm right.
It's not just gonna fall though. But yeah, you can at least back up. That's fine.
Oh shit! Now I'm right in the sun. All right, whatever.
I mean, you can do whatever is best for you.
I think we're good.
But I don't think spiders just drop. I think they're pretty talented.
I've had them. I've seen them just drop.
I've seen them jump, but you don't really see them.
Yeah, I don't think this one's.
I saw a video on. Never mind. Anyway, so yeah, another thing I like to do is I can do a deep dive on YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
So what I like to do
I do
is
enjoy that too.
When I can walk, I can go on like a nature walk, so I can walk through like the woods and stuff.
Oh, cool. It's somewhere. It's gone now.
Like
That's
maybe if there's
a
a place where I can't mountain bike, but I can go on like a walk through the woods. That would be just as exciting as it's just like seeing something new. That's really a big enjoyable part of it.
Question about a me time activity for you.
Sure.
Cooking, is that a me time thing or not really?
It can be.
Okay.
What's
do you ever have I'm gonna make this because I love to cook this dish?
Oh, interesting. It can be. Well, you know what's turned into a me time thing? Grilling. So chicken for I especially in quarantine, I've been doing a lot of chicken just because it's easy to. It's kind of an easy go-to. I had a conversation about getting some more sausages, and I never actually did that. Well, I need to add that to my grocery list. Anyway, we have a pretty new grill, so it's chicken, especially if you get like a pretty big piece. It kind of just takes a while. So even just standing out there, that's kind of a me time thing because it's just standing out there, and it's sort of. Precarious
you got
to
your
just
headphones
constantly
in?
It's kind of annoying just constantly staring at your phone when I'm standing outside.
Right.
So it is kind of nice to just stand there, you know, and just kind of look into the middle distance for a bit. But that's sort of like all it takes. And I'm not saying I'm doing anything on any meditational level because I really don't think I am. I really think I could, if I really wanted to, I could focus in a little more. But that is sort of a meditational opportunity if I really care to make it that, you know?
Right.
And now that I think about it, I feel like maybe I should try to do that. I do actually, though, when I do that, I do stretch, especially since I've been biking and playing soccer a lot. It's nice to like get like a good like 10-minute stretch in while I'm just standing there in front of the grill.
Oh, for sure.
So I do that.
That makes sense. I think a lot of people nowadays, me time is screen time.
Yeah.
You know,
Netflix.
for a lot of people, yeah. Or I'm still, it blows my mind how much screen time you can get on your phone, and it seems like you're not even really using it that much.
Yeah, and that doesn't even factor in our computers.
Right. Well, I mean, now with my new job, I stare at a computer usually about, with that, and then teaching students, I'm staring at a computer at least 8 to 12 hours a day.
Once again, welcome to the normal life.
Right. Right.
It's terrible, dude. And it's been even tougher since I've been working from home. It feels even more exhausting in a weird way because I don't have my monitor. So when I'm at the office, I have like two. When I'm sitting at my desk, I don't even use my laptop computer screen. I have two like big monitors,
right,
that I can have two separate things going on, and it's big. And now I'm working on one small screen that I kind of have to, like, essentially the size of this laptop here, that I have to like hunch over, and it's just this is not ideal.
You can't use your desktop at all. You can't connect it as a display.
No, I can't. I can't connect my Mac. There's the Mac computers have no like HDMI port or anything on them. But like I need some sort of HDMI. I have tried like using my TV, but that's too much.
Right.
But like
that would be a big.
And especially with the juxtaposition of, because then I'm still using my laptop screen, but then I'm also using the television as a secondary screen. So having the tiny screen and the gigantic screen,
it's kind of weird.
Sort of a weird. I was like, I can't work with this.
Right.
The proportions are way too messed up here. So yeah, that's been sort of annoying. But anyway, me time. So yeah, I'd say those are some big go-to activities for sure.
Okay.
Theoretically, travel would be in there too.
Oh yeah.
If I had like extended me time,
mm-hmm.
I would say like a travel that allowed like
what would be your ideal
city
okay,
wandering.
So you answered my question. Okay, some city wandering. Okay.
So we did it in Berlin, we did it in Amsterdam. You and I have done it many times.
Mm-hmm.
We did it in Vienna all the time.
Get those steps in.
Yes, and I think that's the best way to. Like, obviously, you can factor in where you could see specific spots, but I think when you have that maps off mentality, it's more that's where the me time kicks in because you're more living in the moment. You're like, where are we going to? Where do we have to be?
That's
like
a good point.
Enjoying what you're looking at right
That's
there.
a good point. I think me time is...
And organically coming across things.
And I think me time is also definitely living in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
When you can do something where there's also this kind of state, I think we may have mentioned it on the pod before, the state of flow. I have that a lot.
You're not adhering to a calendar or to like, as we used to call it, the maps off. You're not like, trying to go, there's no destination.
Right. You're just kind of walking around exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that
would be
biking,
my ideal travel.
okay.
And then second would be some sort of like some sort of bougie, maybe like camping situation. So not camping, but like going to like some place where there's like a cabin and I can go like.
That'd be cool.
If I'm really gonna try to be comfortable, camping and setting up a tent and shit and doing all that, that's not gonna.
It's a lot of work.
That's not gonna make me comfortable. Sleeping on a hard ground.
RV
and only I guess so. They're kind of expensive to rent though.
Yeah.
But I'd probably be on board with
RV
it.
Would be cool. I've been thinking about one for a while.
They're pricey though. They're kind of pricey.
They
to
are
rent.
expensive. Well, it depends what kind you get. If you get a trailer, if
it's just you and like one other person, you could do like a Sprinter van or something.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true. But I feel like it's
But it is.
But you're still sort of. You still have to. I'll get it later. You still have to sort of give up a lot of luxury, even if it is like a nice one.
Yeah. But then I think you get a lot more luxury if you do that than if you were to try to set up a tent and stuff.
Oh, of course, 100%.
But yeah,
if there was a scale, it would be like some glamp cabin, some RV, and then
camping if you had to.
And then one of those pop-up tent things that you like tow on the back of your Volkswagen Golf.
Those are kind of cool.
Really?
I mean, have you ever slept in one?
No, they always look kind of dorky when I see them. Okay. But I guess they're. I'm sure
they work.
Practical, of course.
Yeah, they work really well. I've slept in them in Montana before.
But when you compare them to like an Airstream going down the street, you're like, look at that thing.
Right. Well, yeah, you can't.
Now that's
can't
a camper.
Compete with that.
You can
right.
live in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, tent. I mean, yeah. On a scale, obviously, it's better than living in a tent. I would say. But yeah, that would be. But if I'm talking me time, I don't want to deal with, like I'm not trying to.
It's not how you want to
I don't
spend
want
your
chores,
me
you
time.
know.
Right. Right.
And I'm not saying I need someone. Like, it doesn't need to be a situation where I have someone cleaning up after me. Like, I come back and like there's a chocolate on my pillow. But I just don't need constant like. But I don't want to be like struggling for fire. You know?
Right.
And be like, oh gosh, we didn't bring enough of this, so I hope you enjoyed it when it lasted.
That's right. That is right.
What about you? Okay, should I guess
you
for
can
you?
guess some. Yeah, you can.
I
guess
mean,
some.
guitar.
Yep, that's an easy one.
I would say, well, for me, another one, by the way, is YouTube videos.
Yep.
Is that one
Yep.
for you?
Yep.
You like to scare yourself before you go to other countries.
Always fun. Always a pleasure.
That's a fun me time activity for you.
Lately, I've been looking at a lot of guitar repair stuff on YouTube.
Right. I would say, what else? I mean, some sort of exercise, obviously, I would say, but that's not consistent. It has been consistent at times, but not recently. It is now,
Right.
but it hasn't been but that's not a consistent
Right.
thing.
Well, I wish I could play like tennis consistently.
Yes. See,
You
that's
know,
what you
something like
need.
that.
It's not
Yeah.
just working out, but a sport. That's why I
Yep.
love soccer, because
Right.
it forces me to, because I use it essentially just to run laps up and down the soccer field. But it's
Right.
like, all right, at least I can have something fun to do as I go to both sides, and
Right.
it's not just
Yeah, I don't enjoy running just to run
me neither.
because lifting weights is a different experience than running. For
Right.
me.
But it's not. But that even is sort of a chore, lifting weights.
A little bit.
Like, it's less of a
Some
chore
days
to
it
me.
feels like it.
It's less of a chore, I think, than running. But it's still more of a chore than like playing tennis or soccer.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a different type of thing. I think you have to look at weightlifting a little bit and like working
I mean,
out
it's also
as,
what are you trying to do
as a
guess.
game.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to get in better shape and get stronger.
I still want to be ripped. Listen,
Right.
it's only August. There's plenty of time.
That's true. That is true.
It's funny that I say that because I look terrible now. This
don't look
this might be the
terrible.
worst I've ever been in my life.
You don't look
Don't
terrible.
look at me. I'm ugly.
Okay, fine. I won't look at you. But yeah, guitar, YouTube videos for sure. I mean, yeah, a sport of some type, tennis, soccer.
What would be your ideal me time travel? That one I don't think I know.
Ooh, what do you think?
I feel like your ideal me time travel, and now, no offense,
I'm already offended.
as you
Already
should be.
offended.
That's probably fair. I feel like it doesn't. You're not pushing the envelope. You're not pushing your comfort zone.
I am very offended, Jared.
I
No,
feel-
you're probably right.
If you're trying to, now, I'm not saying you're not up to. Now, obviously, you're up to traveling to places that'll push your comfort zone. But I feel like if you're trying to relax, you're gonna pick something that almost a little too relatable. Where it's like, really, you chose like Vienna, or you chose like I don't
Prague.
know, like Berlin or Munich. It's like,
Right.
that seems a little obvious,
Yeah.
you know.
well, I think
But if you're trying to go for like, oh, I want to go where I'm comfortable and what's a great
Right.
place for me to chill out. That's where I imagine you going.
I would say my me time vacation, to be honest.
Or somewhere in Michigan, I could also see too.
I would rather do something just kind of low key and chill.
So you think, as soon as you're factoring in like international travel, it already kills some of that relaxation
A
me
little
time that
bit,
you're looking
a
for.
little bit, and plus, how long can you be there?
I mean, every vacation I've
Yeah.
ever been on, I've said, or at least everyone in recent history, I come back after it more exhausted than when I left.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a really relaxing
Right.
time.
Whereas I try to go somewhere and try to relax. For example, those 20 days I had in Bali, man, I tell you what.
Granted, you didn't have a choice. It was
Right. well, I could have came back to the States
Hey,
sooner.
leave our country and you can go here, and you have to quarantine. You're like,
Right.
all right, cool. I guess I'll go to this where you tell me to go, which is this lovely beach.
But like a place like that though is exactly what I mean though in terms of like me time. I could just relax.
That's what you look for.
Right. Like had really really good food.
So maybe like a Traverse City,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would love
some Lake Michigan location.
Yep. Mhm.
Grand
On the
Not
west
Grand
side,
Rapids, but
somewhere near there maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the west side of the state. Yeah. I mean anything like that that's kind of relax and chill.
I will say, driving to a location in your own car, if you can do that, does for some reason
Game changer.
already take I mean, especially if you're in a place where you don't have to worry about your car. Like in New York, that's a different story because then your car just becomes a whole nother stress factor.
Right.
But if you're
and
in like
money factor too.
if you're in like a place where you're not concerned with parking and all that stuff, and you're not concerned with money or safety and all that stuff for the car, if you can just park it in a normal parking lot, having your own car on a real vacation for some reason just adds so much more level of just another a level of comfort. It almost feels like it's less of a stressful environment when you just have that sort of connection to home, maybe something very familiar, something where you can bring. Obviously, you're limited, but realistically speaking, especially if you're going, I don't know, like a weekend trip or something, you're not really limited on what you can bring.
Right.
And it just, I don't know, it feels very freeing versus a trip where you have to go through customs.
Right.
Even if you have to go, I don't know, even if they go through like a Canada customs, those are pretty chill.
Right.
If you're not,
we had a time with you that wasn't that chill.
It's always been. Oh sure, yeah.
Coming over the border.
They checked the car, but it's not like we had anything on us.
I mean, well, of course not. But that guy was just a jerk.
You think so?
I think, yeah.
What is he supposed to say? He just said, I want to check your car. I mean,
no,
you can't
don't
be nice
remember.
about it.
You don't remember his attitude towards you?
No,
what he
not
said to
really.
you?
No.
You don't remember? He was like, "Hey, don't hit me" or something like that. Remember?
Mm-mm.
Huh. Okay.
Did we ride in the same car?
Yeah, this was coming back from formal.
Okay. I remember he searched our car, and it was annoying, sure. But I wouldn't say it was. I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Huh. Maybe I just have a different recollection then. But, anyways,
I mean, it was a slight inconvenience, but like
Right.
he checked, there was nothing, and we were on our way.
right? Yeah, yeah. I guess, but I don't know. I think
Maybe I've repressed it or something because I was so traumatizing.
who knows? Who knows, Jared? But the thing is too is if it's like a trip somewhere near you where you can drive yourself, you also too can be a bit more spontaneous, I think.
Yes, like
know?
we're going somewhere soon where we're going to be in like these little camping thingies, but we're gonna like at least there are places that I saw where I want to go like biking or something,
Right.
And I can bring my bike first,
Right.
that are like 30 minutes away, but it's like but we're in the middle of nowhere and I can just drive there and bike and come back.
Exactly.
I like that. That's very true. It was great when we went to Toronto too. Check out that on the road again. That was a fun one. But because we were able to go to like the wine country,
Right.
which is
that
like
would be
an
nice.
hour and a half outside of Toronto or whatever.
Right. And it's just
A
like I
completely
think
different
it's
experience. than
it's a
being in the
very
city.
American thing though too. I think to go on road trips.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Sure. Of course. We love big cars. We love driving. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
It's not as like Europe, especially if you're talking about going into cities. They're really trying to discourage people from driving into like London. Like
Right.
major cities, Amsterdam,
Makes
stuff like
sense.
that. They're like,
There's not that much
it's like,
space.
yeah, you can drive in here with your car, but it's going to be expensive, especially if it's not an EV, and it's going to be a hassle to park.
Yep. That's why I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't drive a car in some of those big cities in Europe.
Yeah, sure.
Same with some of the big cities in China too. You have
Yeah.
to be careful.
Well, China also too is it feels like the cultural shift happens also with driving too, and I feel like it's a lot bigger of a cultural shift going from America to Germany than or the United States to Germany than like the United States to China, especially
That's fair.
since American drivers tend to be the bad drivers in a lot
Yeah,
of cases, especially if
that's
you compare
true.
us to like Germany.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
don't know how to follow rules at all.
For sure. Well, that's the issue. But yeah, I think the great thing about me time too is in the States it seems like we don't give it enough priority. Like I think it's really
Yeah.
important. Like I think every day everyone should be taking at least more than an hour of like doing something that they really like or enjoy and something good for their health. Whether that be eating even just one healthy meal a day will
Yeah.
go a long way, and I think it will start to change habits.
You think that counts as me time? Because some people would also say eating garbage is their me time.
I mean,
Like, this is,
yeah, you could look at it both ways. It
Yeah.
depends. It depends what your me time is.
But you can also cherish garbage more if it's a treat, I guess.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because if you're stuffing your face with Ben and Jerry's every single day, I don't think it's as special as like a.
I have a cookie problem.
Do you? Okay.
My local grocery store,
They don't sell you cookies anymore.
they sell a. Yeah, I told them, listen, next time I come back, do not let me buy these.
Yep.
They sell a delicious, like they have like they're like prepackaged, but they're like quote unquote homemade or whatever.
Okay.
And they're delicious. And I have a problem with those. And then every now and again, I can convince my partner to make like a dough that lasts us for a while. and I'm just
okay.
cookies are my problem.
You're a cookie monster.
Cookie
then.
monster,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
That's my weakness. That and
Interesting.
like fast food too, but that's easy to avoid.
I
I don't
love-
really go. I haven't
Yeah.
had fast food in a long time.
Oh, good. I had it this week. I think I had Taco Bell or something.
You love Taco Bell.
I do. Well, and it was on the way. What was I doing? I was going somewhere.
The one I used to go to all the time is Chick-fil-A. Although now there is one somewhere around here. Not around
Right.
here, but somewhere in the Michigan area around
Right.
this
Yeah.
general.
But you are right though about like crappy foods are definitely kind of people's me time a little bit.
Yeah.
I would say also like guilty pleasures, like certain movies. Some people like. Do you know why people like to watch? Sorry, I got a fly buzzing around here.
Yeah.
Do you know why people like to watch the same movies over and over again?
Is there a comfort, like
Yep.
a comfort in?
It's a comfort level thing.
I mean, when
Exactly.
I was a kid, I used to watch like the same. I don't like the way you look behind me like that.
No, I was looking to see if I could see my parents and the dog.
I used to
You're good.
watch the same like 4 or 5 movies. I used to love Rush Hour 2. I used to love
It's a
Mission
classic.
Impossible 2. A lot of 2s. I used to love what else was in there? Those were-
Shrek 2.
Shrek, the first one actually was
Okay.
a big one. Actually, that actually is one of them. Yeah, I definitely had go-tos back in the day.
Okay.
Where I'm just like, yeah, I could watch new stuff, but I enjoyed it. Like, it got to a point where it's like you just enjoyed speaking along to it. That also seems like kind of a child thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Like something of, I don't know. I kind of picture maybe this is just my childhood. I don't really do, because nowadays I feel like I don't enjoy rewatching a lot of movies as much. Every now and again, if it's something that I really like, I don't have a problem with it. Like I watched The Matrix, but I haven't seen The Matrix in a long time. And I barely kind of remember it. So that one's a little different. But
That's
like,
fair.
I don't like rewatching movies over and over again these days. I like to find new stuff because there's
For-
so much new
yeah.
stuff all the time.
I would agree. And for me, I watch cable TV a lot because I'll just have it on in the background. I'll noodle on my guitar or
Right.
be doing other stuff. And that's when like I'll rewatch a movie if it's like, oh, like Indiana Jones is on. I haven't seen this in like 5 years. I might watch it again or something like that.
But there is some sort of extra comfort level to doing that. Like for me, that movie would probably be back in the day. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is probably
Ooh,
on that list as
classic.
well.
Okay.
That movie I've seen a lot of times,
Bueller.
and it's for me it's an
Bueller.
enjoyable just go to.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it doesn't take much emotional investment.
Right.
Breakfast Club I like too. That was a fun one. And yeah, so but I still even now I'm like I would like to watch those movies because my partner hasn't seen them and I find that ridiculous.
That's fair.
But I don't find the urge to watch them by myself.
That makes sense. Yeah. A lot of movies I would rather watch them with someone else, especially if it's one
Like
they haven't
something
seen.
that's like a quote unquote classic.
right
Yeah.
that they haven't seen before.
I agree
exactly.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what are some other good
You know what I want to get into? I want to get into kayaking. Or
Oh, that
maybe
would be
canoeing.
cool. Okay.
I did it once last year when we went to Ludington, and it seemed very
Kayaking's fun.
especially if I was a little bit more prepared. I feel like I had a slight low level of not being able to fully enjoy it because I had my keys in my pocket, and I'm like, now I don't think we're gonna flip over, but if we do, this could easily be bad fast because
Right.
I obviously don't have an extra pair of keys with me,
Right.
and I'm hours away from my home. But other than that, it seemed like something that is very great for like peace and zoning out.
Yeah.
Like just having the especially if it's on a calm lake or something like that, and I could imagine that being a very zen experience. And that's something that I sort of want to get into. Another actually me time thing that now I think about it that I've been talking about forever, and I found out I told you that my house in the backyard there's 2 tree stumps that have like hooks in them that you can hook a hammock to.
Oh, nice.
We've been talking about that forever.
Yeah,
And,
dude, you should hammock it up.
I think we're going to try to get one before we go to our off the grid trip in a couple of weeks, so we can hook it up out there too.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anything that provides you with a peace of mind is a good me time activity.
Yeah. Yeah, and anything, and I like the idea of being outside. I think just in general, for me, I think I need to be like that. I've always kind of known it because I've always been, as you know, a city wanderer. But like being outside has really come into light now that that's really all I have to do as something that is crucial, you know. And so I think that me time, for some reason, always kind of is going to have to involve some level of leaving my house, being outside.
That's fair. I do like, for me, a big me time thing at home would be reading.
Yeah, I'm not a good reader, dude. I was telling you, I'm behind on Stand From the Beginning. I haven't read it. I haven't read in like a month, bro.
Oh, it's consistency is all
hard,
it is.
especially with this long ass book. It's hard because it feels like I've already read a full novel, and I'm literally halfway through. I'm like on maybe 250 or
couple
60.
pages every day. That's it.
Yeah,
a couple pages every day.
I'm like, damn, son.
I mean, sometimes what I would do if I were you is I would.
I'm a racist. I don't care about racism.
Your words, not mine, Jared.
That's how I feel sometimes when I'm not diligent with it. It's like you don't care about the plight of your people.
It's hard though, man. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah,
but
maybe I'm a little hard on myself.
Maybe you are. Sounds.
Well, how about
like
I just read the damn book then?
Yeah. Well, what you could do too is just every night before bed, just read 5 pages.
Yeah.
And if it's good enough, you'll probably read more than 5 pages. And if you're really tired, you'll just go to sleep and you'll have your 5 pages.
And before bed is good because reading kind of makes me tired anyway.
Yeah, me too. I like to read before bed. I also like to read, like when I stop working for my job. And then I'll read for a little bit, and then I'll have dinner, and then I'll teach my private students.
See, that's also why I like to play soccer after work, especially when I'm working from home. It's nice to, after sitting down all day, be able to like get up and run around outside. Right. That's another reason too.
Oh, definitely.
So it is like okay, I've been cooped up, but now I'm free a little bit.
Right. You know what my favorite way to spend me time is, though?
I have one more question. I'm imagining it's music based, but I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on taking baths? I can take the fuck.
You're good. You can say it
back out there. I can take the fuck out of a bath.
I don't mind them. I haven't had if.
I don't have a good setup here,
bathtub.
though. I don't have a good setup here, so I haven't done it since I've been here.
I do like baths, but I'm a shower guy.
When I lived in Philadelphia, I had a bathtub at one of my places.
Oh, nice.
I mean, in the second place I lived in, I only had one place. But I honestly, I would probably take a bath. If I'm being honest, once every 2 weeks, I've probably taken a bath. And when I mean bath, I mean I have either some sort of alcoholic beverage or like tea set up. I might even have like a podcast set up, like a YouTube podcast, like Your Mom's House or something, sitting
or
on
the
like
Untranslatable podcast.
Yeah, or I'll just watch the Untranslatable podcast on YouTube. I really made a thing out of it. I would be in there for a while, and I'd get it nice and hot to the point where I'd essentially almost be burning my skin off. But then once you settle into it, and once you get the sweat out of your eyes, you start to acclimate.
Baths are nice, though. They are nice.
Yeah.
Any type of relaxation like that can be.
I'd
really
even
good.
put some coconut oil in there, and that would be. I think you're okay. I think and that would be good for your skin. That would be fun. Sometimes I even have some Epsom salt. I really took it to the next level.
Sounds like it. You got quite the setup.
Yeah, I miss it.
One me time thing that I didn't do in the Czech Republic that I wanted to do, and at some point when I'm back there in the future, I will do this, is take a beer bath.
Oh,
Go to one of the beer spas.
So wasn't there also some sort of geyser or something you could get into in Karlovy or something like that?
Well, I mean, I
when I hear it out loud.
I drank some of the mineral water from there.
But didn't they have
now I will forever be healthy.
Some pool there or something?
Yeah, they have different springs there that you can. Yeah.
That seems very peaceful. Although I don't know if I find it peaceful with all the other people around. I feel like it would be hard for me to zen out if I'm like.
Well, we call it me time because it's us usually, right? It's not a bunch of people.
Myself, and I.
Right.
Especially when it's strangers. Once again, now I could probably like get into the zone, and also because I'm not an experienced meditator, but like I could probably get into the zone if someone was there, but it was just like my partner or family. I could feel like I could zone out then.
That's true.
But if it's a bunch of strangers, I feel like I wouldn't be able to really.
Yeah, you have your guard up a little bit more. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, well, let's talk about music though, in our song of the pod today, which is by the Filipino funk group Please, and the song is called "Please Please Me," and it's a banger.
So the name of the group is Please. Could you pull it up?
No, Wi-Fi isn't loading.
Oh, right. All right. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
So the name of the song is Please. No, excuse me. The name of the band is Please.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the song is Please Please Yourself.
I thought it was Please Please Me.
No, it's Please Yourself.
Ah, okay. And
Please Please Yourself.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
So the name of it's just interesting that because they do say Please Yourself in the song.
Right.
So it's like it's both.
Yeah.
Here it goes. Oh man, and it is
From that
some
first
of the
drum beat, that
yes,
first hit, it
we
just
probably
goes.
just
You might
alone
want
to
to
hear
turn
that.
it down a little bit.
Just alone to be able to hear that that beginning beat, we probably hold on one more time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Scoot. And
It starts,
it is very funky. It sounds like perfectly in its time because it's from 1976, and it's some Filipino people just doing some hardcore funk.
And they are killing it, dude.
Yeah.
The vocals, the drums,
Yes.
everything, the horns. It's just fantastic.
And it seems like a perfect song for the episode because the song's called Please Yourself. He's almost begging you. Enjoy yourself. Do what's right for you.
That's right. And that's me time in a nutshell.
You know one place I do miss? What place that I told you about where we said I said we would go? The Schwitz is a great me time place, especially if you are doing sport.
Okay.
It's a great post-sport activity. Doesn't seem like a great
You mean a sauna?
pandemic
You mean
activity.
the
Yes,
sauna?
the bathhouse.
Yeah. Okay.
And so there's the wet sauna, the dry sauna. They have the cold, big cold pool.
Right.
They have a little area where you can hang out. And,
yeah, right now that doesn't seem like
I
the
would bring.
safest
We brought
spot.
some Topo Chicos. That was
Ooh,
great.
that'd be nice.
And just hung out in the lounge for a bit. But in general, for me time, it's great because there's a lot of strangers there, but it's just a great especially post sport, I would say, because then you can kind of feel. I feel like you can actually see a little bit more of the effects on your muscles and bones.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like a great way to just calm your body. Like it
Right.
slows your body down,
Yeah.
and I miss it.
Yeah. This song though is gonna get you pumped up though.
Yeah,
It's not
I
gonna
probably
get
would
you
not
relaxed.
listen to, even though I love this song, and we've probably listened to it,
Like
no
five,
lie,
six
like 5 or
times.
6 times,
Yep.
right? I probably would not listen to this at the Schwitz. It's a little
No, it's too
much, especially if you're trying to
This would
center
be-
yourself, and you
Right.
need like some just like background noises, like
This
aqua
might be
noises.
my middle of my workout song. 'cause
Yeah.
it,
I could do this
Gets
while
you
I'm playing,
pumped
while
up.
I'm like riding my bike for
right?
sure.
This would be a good soccer song too.
Yes,
It's just funky. It's fun. It's light.
yes. This would definitely pump me up. It makes me want to
Right.
like move.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. So check it out. The group is called Please Yourself.
Yes,
check it
I
out on
love
our
it.
YouTube channel, Untranslatable Podcast. It's definitely something else. So yeah, to recap though about me time. I mean, first of all, at least in the States, I think, and actually I saw a lot in China too, is people don't spend enough proper me time, I don't think.
Well, we don't respect it here in the U.S. because
But we need to. It's really
vacation
important.
is seen as like a privilege, vacation
Right,
time, not
true.
like a something we should like. Or not right, I don't know. That's a weird way to put it, but like it, like working is what's valued, not taking vacation.
Right.
Immediately, that's seen as like it kind of has like a negative
But
connotation.
taking a vacation is important, and I think it's
Sure.
good for our mind, body, and soul.
and I think for most people, it makes you better at your job.
Yeah.
Being able to clear your mind.
Yeah, you need to recharge sometimes and think
There's a
about
word for
things.
it in German that is an English word that we don't even really use in the U.S., which is burnout.
Oh, yeah.
Which is essentially, working too hard and just
Right.
not being able to
Overwhelmed.
focus properly anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, overwhelmed. And that is obviously stolen, it's weird, English words, but we don't even really use that in the U.S. It's not really an American
You don't
thing
think
to
so?
say.
I hear it
burnout.
all the time.
Maybe I'm feeling a little burned out,
Yeah.
but I feel like the phenomena of quote-unquote burnout is not something that we really talk about here.
I guess the field of academia is very different.
Yeah, you
Think
guys
burnout.
complain a lot over there.
Thanks. Thanks. It's fun
We're
to be
not allowed
there.
to complain.
Well, you get
I always,
fired,
I always
don't you?
look sideways at someone that says they're they're super busy and exhausted. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I think that's just indicative of sort of it's a weird thing to talk about being overwhelmed. I feel
Right.
like in a business setting,
Yeah.
you kind of always have to be in control of your position.
You would
feels
hope
like.
so. You would hope so. And if
Yeah.
you're not, maybe you need some more me time. You
Yeah.
know? Maybe.
Well, I don't think that's how they'd look at it. That's
Right.
But I see what you're saying.
But I think the
I
thing is
agree
with
with
me
you.
time is it's about balance. You
Yeah.
know? 'Cause
You know
if-
who really appreciates it?
Who?
The Australians and New Zealand. They
Yeah.
take their
Yeah.
vacation very seriously from what I've heard. They have great vacation time in general from what
Right.
I've heard.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a way to be, Jared. So let us know how you like to spend your own me time at untranslatablepodcast@gmail.com.
When's the last time you took some me time, by the way?
I need to take some. It's been a while.
It probably hasn't been since you've been back, I imagine.
Yeah, I haven't taken really any me time here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take any in China?
Not really. All my
Yeah.
trips were work trips.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like you need to go on a trip by yourself,
We've been talking about it for
You
a long
need
time. I
that
need to
adult
just do
gap
it.
year.
Yep.
clear your mind.
Maybe one of these weekends I just need to, not have any students for the weekend and just go do something. That'll never happen.
See.
But yeah. Anyways, I guess now. Thanks, Jared. I feel like a hypocrite.
I sound like a bummed out child.
Daddy, you
I'll come
always
to your
work
next
all the
recital.
time.
Sure, you will.
Right. Exactly. But yeah. So anyways, let us know, though, how you like to spend your own me time. Check us out on Instagram, Untranslatable Podcast, for pics of how we spend our me time. And also check us out on Twitter, Untranslatable1, the number 1. And lastly, please, 5-star reviews on iTunes and Stitcher. Let us know how we can make this podcast better for you. So as we say here at the Untranslatable Podcast, Dziękujemy, muchas gracias, shisha, and do svidania.
Yeah, dude.
We don't have any music, I realized.
You're a little quick.
My bad, I was a little quick there.
But I mean, there is going to be music right now. And it'll actually be easier for me to edit in because I don't have to try to line it up.
That's fair. With the other one.
Yeah. So there actually is music.
That fancy post-op production. You could put anything in right now. We could say there's like a loud crash, and somehow you could just...
I guess so. I'm not that good. I mean, I guess I can just find it online.
You could figure it out.
Yeah,
You're
that's
pretty
true.
smart. You're a pretty smart dude.
But I do have like a...
Ooh, that's a good... Of course I remember that. That's a great one. That's a great
There's
one.
nothing you can do with stupid people. Спасибо. Mluvite anglicky.
Ooh.
I didn't know that. That was fun, dude.
Mówisz angielski,
So I guess
Jart?
Mluvite anglicky or however they say it.
I'm doing the informal with you, my guy.
So I welcome over my